You're watching South Asia Newsline, and here are the top stories we are tracking for you on Thursday, the 5th of December. Bhutan King meets India's Prime Minister Modi in New Delhi to boost ties. Gilgit Baltistan residents decry soaring inflation and unemployment. And Sheikh Hasina accuses Yunus of genocide in Bangladesh. And now for all the details. Bhutan King Jigme Khesar Namgyel Wangchuk, who is on a two-day visit to India, met Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi to further strengthen ties between the two nations. The king was received by Foreign Minister sjaishankar at the airport upon his arrival in New Delhi. The visit comes amid China's efforts to establish formal diplomatic relations with Bhutan. The two sides are also looking at an expeditious resolution of their festering boundary row that could have implications for India's security interests. India and Bhutan share a unique and enduring friendship based on mutual trust, cultural ties, and a shared commitment to regional stability. Guided by the 1949 Treaty of Friendship, India supports Bhutan in areas like trade, hydropower, and development, making Bhutan one of India's closest allies in South Asia. Moving on, Russian President Vladimir Putin has expressed readiness to establish manufacturing operations in India, a move showcasing deepening economic ties after India's Prime Minister Narendra Modi met the Russian president twice this year. At an investment forum meet in Moscow, Putin praised New Delhi's India's first policy and highlighted the Indian government's success in creating stable conditions for growth, particularly for small and medium-sized enterprises. He also cited Modi's Make in India initiative as a catalyst for India's economic growth, comparing it to Russia's import substitution program. Notably, Russia and India achieved record-breaking bilateral trade of $66 billion in 2024, a five-fold surge in 5 years. India and Russia share a long-standing strategic partnership marked by strong defense, trade, and energy cooperation. Rooted in historical trust, their ties have evolved to include collaboration in space, nuclear energy, and geopolitics, though challenges like shifting global alignments occasionally test the relationship. And the Indian Coast Guard on Thursday said that it had rescued 12 people from a sunken Indian vessel from the North Arabian Sea in a mission that saw close collaboration with Pakistan's Maritime Security Agency. According to a statement, Pakistan's Maritime Rescue Coordination Center received an urgent email from its counterpart in India's Mumbai, requesting assistance to locate and rescue survivors from the sunken vessel near the exclusive economic zone of Pakistan. A coordinated rescue operation was immediately launched with the nearest Pakistan Navy ship promptly dispatched to the scene. Additionally, necessary arrangements were made to enable a nearby Indian Coast Guard vessel to recover the survivors. The vessel was reportedly going towards Iran when it sank. Moving on, residents of Gilgit Baltistan are struggling with soaring inflation and rising unemployment. They laymen the region has been marginalized further by economic exploitation with no development in sight. A report.
Residents of Gilgit Baltistan are grappling with skyrocketing prices of essential goods, while the government continues to fail in controlling inflation. According to a social activist, frequent increases in fuel prices have led to higher transportation costs, further escalating the prices of food and other commodities. This has left the public frustrated as no effective measures have been introduced to tackle the crisis.
अंदर 2 सालों के अंदर 4 से 500 गुना जो होना मतलब महंगाई उरूज पे है, 500% जो होना बढ़ गई है महंगाई। पेट्रोल की कीमत दिन ब दिन बढ़ती जा रही है, कभी 1-2 रुपये कम होता है तो 10-15 रुपये ज़्यादा हो रहा है। उस पे जो होना कोई जो होना प्लानिंग नहीं है, मतलब फेडरल गवर्नमेंट की तरफ से। वो जो वहाँ पे जितने मतलब पेट्रोल बढ़ती जा रही है, उसके असरात यहाँ पे गिलगित बल्तिस्तान में 200 गुना बढ़ जाती है।
Rising unemployment adds to the woes of people in the region, forcing many youngsters to migrate in search of opportunities.
कि यहाँ पे कोई जो है ना गिलगित बल्तिस्तान में कोई प्राइवेट सेक्टर नहीं है, कोई जो है ना इंडस्ट्री नहीं है कि यहाँ से जो है ना लोग इनकी वेल्थ जो है ना वो इंक्रीज़ हो जाए। यहाँ पे जिस तरीके से गवर्नमेंट जॉब वाले हैं जाके थोड़े कॉन्ट्रैक्टर section है।
Locals allege that Gilgit Baltistan, already a marginalized region, has been further burdened by unfair taxes without any visible development. They claim Islamabad has exploited the region economically, offering no relief or progress for years.
Meanwhile, Bangladesh's ousted Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina on Wednesday mounted a stinging attack on the country's interim leader Muhammad Yunus over alleged persecution of minorities. In a virtual address at an event in New York, Sheikh Hasina accused Yunus of perpetrating genocide and failing to protect minorities, including Hindus. She also claimed that there were plans to assassinate her and her sister, Sheikh Rehana, just like their father, Sheikh Mujibur Rahman. It was Sheikh Hasina's first public address after taking shelter in India following her ouster in August in the face of massive anti-government protests, though she had earlier commented on the overall situation in Bangladesh. Sheikh Hasina said she left Bangladesh in August with an aim to stop the violence, but that did not happen. The relations between India and Bangladesh came under strain after the interim government headed by Muhammad Yunus came to power. India has been expressing concerns over attacks on minorities, especially Hindus, in Bangladesh. And Afghan cricketers Rashid Khan and Mohammad Nabi have expressed their dismay over the Taliban's recent decision to ban women from studying health-related fields, such as midwifery and nursery. Taking to X, they both described the move as deeply saddening and heartbreaking and highlighted Islam's emphasis on education for everyone. They urged the Taliban to reconsider their stance and restore Afghan girls' right to education, enabling them to contribute to the nation's development. Since seizing power in 2021, the Taliban has imposed a series of policies or edicts that effectively bar women and girls in Afghanistan from full participation in public life, including access to secondary education and work in most industries. No country has so far recognized the Taliban's regime in the country over rights issues. That's all in tonight's edition. We will see you same time tomorrow.